Sacramento Kings have lost 8 straight games.
All by double figures.
I was just about to say that. All by double figures. I was going to say it's slow and dramatic. Kings fall to the Memphis Grizzlies, 137-96. Morgan Ragan, Deuce Mason. Deuce, this is like we've been in this spot before where we're like, oh my gosh, 9-game losing streaks.
Yeah.
Like it's tough. Like we've been here before. But I guess when you see this roster or those names, and then you see a loss against a desperate team in the Memphis Grizzlies, who were also desperate for a win. But we talked about this. There was only one team out there with 2 teams desperate for a win. Only one team actually played desperate, and that was the Memphis Grizzlies.
This Memphis team had lost 9 of 10, 5 in a row, without their 2 best players. And even with those guys, they've struggled offensively, like 111 points a game.
Yeah.
Memphis had 113 through 3 quarters. And for Sacramento to come out this way, I know Sabonis is out. It's a big loss. We can acknowledge that.
Absolutely.
You see how Memphis played shorthanded. Together, the ball moved around.
Ooh, yes, it did.
They played physical with an edge. All the ways I think Kings fans want to see Sacramento play, how they want to play. Memphis had 42 assists tonight on 50 makes. 42 assists. Sacramento, it's an embarrassing loss.
Yeah.
And there's no other way to put it. I mean, you've lost now 8 in a row. You're 3-13 through 16 games. And we could talk all day about the tough schedule. We've acknowledged that the schedule's tough.
100 times.
This game should not have been one of those
No.
games. You competed in OKC last night, and then tonight get absolutely trucked by the Memphis Grizzlies. Wasn't close, wasn't competitive, didn't see physicality. It's disappointing, and it's one of those low points here, the low point,
Yes.
where you go, where do you go from here?
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to go with the same starting line? Because what I'm seeing now is just the same guys making the same mistakes. And if you're going to keep losing in this way, what's the point? I want to see a starting 5, a group of 5 individuals who are going to go out there, compete defensively, share the ball, attack. And if you lose, I can live with it. But I need to see the effort every single game. It's just not good enough.
And that's even what I felt like with today's game. Is like, if I saw a different type of compete, oh man, and you lose it at the end, a couple points here or there. We said it at the start of the show, 8 straight losses, all by double figures.
And tonight you were down by 48 at one point.
And a lot of those figures, right? A lot of big numbers out there that this Kings team was down by. And that was when Memphis was even putting in their second unit. We've already talked about it. They're without so many guys. They're shorthanded as well. No Triple J, no John Morant.
I mean,
Go
Ty
down the
Jerome's
list.
been banged up this year. They've had injuries galore all year long.
And so that's why when I see tonight's game, where it feels like the lowest point, it feels so disappointing because it was one of those moments, you get not a break like you're going to win this game. You should win this game. I did not once go into this game thinking of either of those things. But what I did think of was, oh yes, at least it's not Denver. At least it's not OKC. At least it's not Minnesota. Like name the team.
Morgan, we would have been disappointed here post-game if the score was 137-135 Memphis because of how Memphis is shorthanded and they've been scuffling a little bit here. The fact that the Kings were just dominated in this game.
Dominated.
It's tough. You know, they don't have an identity. We're 16 games in, and I understand, hey, Sabonis has missed some time, Keegan's missed time. We can acknowledge those things, but a lot of teams around the league right now are playing shorthanded. I've got some breaking news. The Kings aren't the only team in the association that are dealing with injuries right now, but what you're seeing is different teams are together. They make the extra pass. They have that extra burst. If someone gets beat, someone is there, someone else is there to close out, and we're just not seeing that. And part of this is just the reality of the situation with the Kings is this is a flawed roster. It's one of the oldest teams in the league. They're not big enough, and they don't have enough shooting. And you're seeing that, but when you see a game like this, it's just, as a fan,
why do you think when we're in pregame and you mock me and you laugh in my face at me when I have a key to the game that says, play the right way. I go back to the simple things, Deuce. I go back to the fundamentals, because when you see a game like this tonight, it's about going back to those things. And let's take a look at the turnovers, because that is one of the things I'm talking about when it comes to playing the right way. Taking care of the basketball it's like, you could just put it out there, cliche. Take care of the basketball.
But look at the pressure. This is a different level of
Absolutely.
physicality that they're playing with, and then just not making the right passes.
All the different things. And look, I know, and goodness, looking at this reel of turnovers is once again very disappointing, because you could even see how disengaged they are with a handle, or understanding the pressures on them, or understanding where that ball needs to go crisp and precise. Like, you have to have a different mindset when you are not playing good basketball, when you are not a good basketball team, when the roster is constructed like this, and you go, hey, but I know what I can do as an individual, and I know how I can make him better.
You can fight.
I know how I can make him better. You make the right pass, you make the extra pass. Like, everyone has to be on that mindset, and they're not.
What do you do from here?
Oh, well, Coach, that's a great question.
I mean, the roster's staying the same. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's where it's at. And I think every postgame we end up talking about minutes, but as this goes on, I understand the vets and giving them opportunity to figure it out. You've dug yourself a fat hole. You're losing by double figures every single game. Some of the same issues. I think there has to be some thought into, all right, we know what the vets do.
Yeah.
We know their strengths. We know their weaknesses. When it's on, we understand what they can do. I don't know what Neat Clifford looks like in extended minutes, but I do know when I've seen him, he's going to try to do the right thing out there, share the ball, make the right reads. Keegan Murray, I haven't seen him be the guy that gets 18 shot attempts a game. I kind of want to know what it looks like. I want to see Max Reynaud in an extended situation. You know what I'm saying? Even like Devin Carter. I
was just about to bring that up.
I'm like, look, I know everyone's down on Devin Carter. He was a rookie you drafted last year. In a game like this, I don't know. I want to see what you have, because what I do know is he's has a reputation for being a defender.
Sure.
And at this point, you're not getting stops. You're not playing the right way offensively. They are the toughest watch in the NBA. There are teams with technically worse records, but there's a little more hope because they've got young talent that may be on the rise. Sacramento doesn't have that, and if they do, we're just not seeing it because those young guys aren't really playing a ton.
That's what I don't understand too, because I think when you look around the league and you look at NBA fans, and especially here in Sacramento, there are fans that have always understood what this organization has been over the years, right, with losing, but they also have a deep, deep love and connection for players that want to play the game. They want to play the game the right way. They want to be out there diving on the ground for loose balls, all the different, name the hustle play. There are fans here that want to see that. But the beautiful thing about this, you're seeing more and more NBA fans appreciate that too. It's not about a team having the big three or the names or whatever else.
No better example than tonight.
And that's it. And that's exactly it. Because if I'm a Memphis Grizzlies fan, even when I was watching that San Antonio game, Grizzlies ended up losing to San Antonio. They ended up out-rebounding San Antonio. They had these extra hustle moments. You have this a rookie in Cedric Coward who is getting buckets tonight, dropping 19 points once again. That's what he had in that last game against the Spurs. And if I'm seeing that as a Grizzlies fan, when I see some of our best players out, I'm going, yes, I'm excited for this.
There's something here.
Yes.
And look, in the NBA, when a team gets 40-plus assists, it's usually it's like a team like Denver or Golden State, right? These high-powered offenses who have some elite talent that have been together for a long time. That's not the case with Memphis. We're talking about guys getting new opportunity, but they're all out there playing the right way, and that's what we always talk about. Like the Kings, they want to establish an identity. They have yet to do so yet, and I think it's because they're in this weird spot right now with a whole bunch of vets, some young guys, and it's a really tough spot to be in the NBA. And until that changes, I don't know what to say. They have enough talent to win some games. The schedule's going to lighten up here a little bit, and they should be able to get some. But at the same time, I'm going, this is a great example of one they should have had tonight.
Well, and talking about being in a weird spot, what about their pick and roll defense not being in the right spots at that time?
We could talk about the pick and roll defense, and I thought that was something, Morgan, early on in this game that was very critical in this game because, the Grizzlies have so much size. When you think of Zach Edey at 7'4", Aldama's a 7'4", Gigi Jackson's got good size, Landale's got good size. You saw it right away, pick and roll coverage. Russ is trailing, right? The help is there from Eubanks, but look at Edey. No one touches him. Precious got to go over and touch him. Luckily, Williams mishandled the ball, but now you got to switch with Russ is trying to defend a 7'4" guy.
I don't like that.
Like when he makes that roll, you got to hit him. Okay, another Vince Williams, Edey pick and roll situation. This time you're going to see Williams. He's going to reject it, right? Precious comes over from that corner. You're leaving a man open. Okay, I understand you've got to help, but that tag, when you tag the big, you got to tag and recover, or Levine's got to X out. We didn't see any of it. You leave an open three-point shooter, and that's a problem. Now, start the second half. Again, a pick and roll situation. Levine's kind of in no man's land, right? And he is slightly late. He's slightly late, and when you're slightly late in the NBA, that's a problem.
It's a huge
and that's
problem.
what it seems like the Kings are. They're either late, they're not helping at the right time. They're not being aggressive enough. They're not putting a body on somebody. And when you do that, these are NBA players. They're going to knock down shots. You give them easy looks, that's what happens.
So many simple things that could have been done in a few of those defensive highlights, and you mentioned it. It's the physicality. Why aren't you bumping someone? Why aren't you hedging, stunting someone from
Morgan,
going
when
somewhere?
Zach Edey is rolling down the paint and you're in help, that's what you do. You give him a little bit of a forearm to stop him, let the defense recover and get back in your right spots. And unfortunately, we didn't see any of that, and that started early in this game.
I know I'm not stopping Zach Edey, but I'm going to make him think twice before he comes down that lane again. All right, another one bites the dust. The biggest losses in the last 10 seasons. Wow. Tonight, you see right there against Memphis, but in 2022, that 53-point loss in Boston. Oh, thanks for that, producer Nick. Really tough to see as we go to break. The Kings fall 137-96. We're going to talk a little bit more about this game and so much more.
Toyota Kings Postgame Live is presented by Toyota. Class-leading MPG and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places.